Let me thank you very much. Let's start with the email you put out this morning talking about the possible slip of the market into the bearish mode. You said this was part of the forecast of ProShare to investors, the investing community, and that you advised them to stay a little bit on the sidelines because retail investors are largely crowded out of the market, as it were.
Well, basically, they have been crowded out for a longer time than now, and since December 2009, they have been. But we expected, we saw positive signs at the beginning of the year, and even our predictions for the quarter two were basically more optimistic than what we saw. No sooner had we made the predictions that things did not go well in the market, and I think it will be a prudent decision for people to remain on this, investors to remain on the sidelines, except where you have specific reason, because the acquisition is not going to be there, even the way it's done it.
Okay, the story here is a little bit similar to what you may see around the world. It's a swing time, as it were. Even developed markets such as the US have seen some downturn, but not as sharply as we've seen in the Nigerian market. Some of the stories out there is that the retail investors are out of the market. Institutional investors, pension funds, annuities managers, and what have you are the ones doing the market. So we've seen the market turnover on a very first week, second week, very low, below average, isn't it?
Well, it's a little bit disconcerting that we've had to find ourselves. We're not different from the world, and believe me, everybody seems to be doing what they think is best. Maybe everybody should try to just work together in our market. My main concern is the disconnect between fiscal and monetary decisions, which help us work. Due regard for it suggests to me, simple economics suggests to me that every economics policy is about politics. Right, we see a situation whereby the retail market has almost disappeared everywhere, but you see, because people can trade individually in those other markets, it's not so obvious because I can work. Maybe didn't have an advantage over us in that regard, in the sense that you have somebody come from retail market in there. And then stockbroking firms have also tried to get involved in the retail market, and they've not been able to be successful at it. And it's not their fault really, because we never really developed the retail market. We just had a boom, and everybody and anyone came into the market. Now, when every single person came with a trading mentality, the speculators have been wiped out entirely. You now find out that we don't even have the savings to back it up to help people. It takes a long time, and the things that have kept our market has been the margin loan support here and there from the bank. Obviously, risk-based it has for good reasons. And so the market is basically gone back to what it was, 50% dominated by, or more dominated by institutional investors, which is not a bad thing. But the fact is that they are also therefore exposed to the big risk of this global market, which you mentioned. I dare say that the pension fund market, I think 50% of it is dominated by a single individual fund managing firm, and which leads to all this. Now, one funny thing we saw was that at the beginning of every month, the first 2 days the market appreciated. The last 2 days the market appreciated. It happened in April, it happened in May, it happened at the beginning of June. We expect to see the same at the end of June as well. And that points to you that it is really that bad that the firms are led to book balancing as a means of sustaining their portfolios.
Okay, Tony, let's take a last one from you. Why is it that retail investors, as it were, weren't taking this advice, buy stocks when they are sustainably low because it's the best time to get into the stock market? What's this fear all about?
It's a bear trap again, like you're getting involved in the stock as well. You see, the market keeps on moving down, and you expect it either bottom down. Now, it goes back up, and in thicker times, you find a double top, and then you find a triple top. Because that means it's formed a particular, without being more technical, it's gotten to a stage whereby you have questions about fair value now. Some of these stocks are considered to be trading even with their fair values, right? And these listed companies have large floats. They're definitely going to come back to hurt them. So even though the prices are relatively
So you think this trend will go into the second half of the year?
We hope not. We also want to make a point that you see the outcome bill, and you've seen some of the comments which we've made, is that it is not a bad thing in itself. It is not the only solution. It is part of what you like call a bouquet of solutions. Decisions to be made. It is one of those things that will be done. It is not the thing to be done.
Okay, Femi, we got to look at that. Thank you very much for speaking to us this morning via a telephone. We do apologize to have some little problem with the telephone conversation there. Femi Awuyemi, the CEO of ProShare. You want to get into that, get on ProShareNG.com for the investors community in Nigeria. Well, it's not just